So we are putting an external oil cooler on the race car here. This is the RX-8 oil cooler, and it's got a thermostat control in it, so it will not send the oil through the cooler until it reaches like 200 degrees, which is good because you don't want cold oil when you're racing. But generally that's not a problem because we race non-stop, so warming up time is not a big deal. But you can see down there is the oil filter adapter. So I used an oil filter adapter, a remote oil filter adapter from Summit, and it was like 45 bucks. But there's the remote oil filter adapter, and then there's the one that adapts to the where the oil filter used to go. The K series Mazda engine has an oil cooler integrated into the oil filter adapter. So here's what the oil filter adapter looks like. So the oil filter goes right there, and it's got an oil cooler, or really it's an oil heater, because it uses the water to heat the oil. So it's got a port that comes out of the block, goes into the cylinder head. So it really heats the oil, but once the oil gets hot, it's heating the water. So I think that might be part of the problem of this engine overheating. It runs about 240. So anyway, but this oil thing just comes off. There's a nut back there, and you take that nut off, and then this comes off, and then I had to shorten the threaded piece to fit in there. So that way I could use the straight fittings that the kit came with, from the Summit kit came with the straight fittings. And yeah, where's the, oh, there's the part number. It's a G4985-1. So it has these different adapters that go into where the oil filter goes. So there's different threads. So you just select the one, you put it inside their thing, and then you screw it in to where the oil filter used to go. So with the oil cooler thing removed, there's plenty of room. You can see now that it's daylight. You can see it's connected there without the oil filter or the oil cooler thing. So now these don't hang down too low. They were hanging down below the oil pan, and you know that's bad news. So, and then the oil filter goes right here. So this takes a PH8A, or I'm using the PH3600 because they're a little bit smaller diameter. And I got it, of course, hooked upside down, so the fittings don't have to make it too sharp a bend or be too long. I don't want long hoses. So yeah, you know it's gonna leak oil all over the place when you take the filter off, but that's okay. I am less concerned about that than I am having long hoses that might kink. So there you go. So basically, to hook up the oil cooler, I bought the remote kit, which gives me the fittings to come off. So this is the output of the oil pump. Comes out here, it goes into the cooler on the side. So the cooler's up here, so here's the input to the cooler, and here's the output, and then the output goes to the filter input, which filters the oil and then goes back into the engine. So fortunately, it turns out that when I cut the existing RX-8 hoses, this metal part is just the right size to fit these hoses that came with the kit. So that's all good. Yeah, so I really just need to put in the last hose here, and I'll be done. I'll be able to check it out. I kind of need to secure this a little bit better. Secure it at the top, but you know it's going to bounce around, so I need to secure it at the bottom. And that's pretty straightforward. It's got this other bolt thing here. I'll just run something from here to here to keep that from banging into things. So I got to do that. All right. So yeah, I already cut off the second oil cooler. So you can see it used to be on the right there. So yeah, I'm almost done. Let's hook up those two things and we can try it. All right, well, I tightened up the alternator belt, and so that stopped all the squeaking noises. It's really good. I'm not worried. It's a water pump, and now it's just sitting here idling. I don't even have the fans on, and it's maintaining 190, which is the thermostat. Temperature, so it's just working. It's not getting hot at all. And so it's all looking good. All looking good. No more oil leaks, no more water leaks. I think this cap just was not on. That was the problem. It wasn't turned all the way to the ceiling. So this gets hot. This gets pretty warm. So it's working.